There was a young boy named Youssef who lived in a quiet village with his grandfather. His grandfather always told him exciting stories about his adventures in his youth. But what caught Youssef's attention the most was the old clock his grandfather kept in his cabinet. One day, Youssef asked his grandfather, "Grandpa, why do you keep this old clock? Is it special?" The grandfather smiled and said, "This is no ordinary clock, Youssef. It's a magic clock that allows its user to travel through time." Youssef was amazed and filled with curiosity, so he asked, "Can I try it?" The grandfather laughed and said, "Okay, but remember to be careful and not to go too far." Youssef carefully took the clock from his grandfather, holding it in his small hand. The clock was heavy with strange-looking hands. Youssef looked at his grandfather, who signaled him to press a small button on the side of the clock. Immediately, Youssef felt a slight dizziness and saw colors spinning around him. When he opened his eyes, he found himself in the same village, but everything looked different. The houses were smaller, and people wore old-fashioned clothes. Youssef realized he had traveled to the past. Youssef began to explore the village and met children playing in the square. He started playing with them and discovered that they were the grandparents of his friends in the present time. As he played, he felt homesick for his grandfather and his own time. So he took out the magic clock and pressed the button again. Youssef returned to his time and found his grandfather waiting for him with a smile. Youssef excitedly said, "It was a great trip, Grandpa. I saw the village when you were young." The grandfather laughed and said, "I know, Youssef. This clock holds many memories, but it teaches us to appreciate the time we live in now." Youssef kept the clock in a safe place, and he learned that time travel is a wonderful adventure. But he also realized that the present time is the most precious thing he has and that he should enjoy every moment of it.